Joshua Baby, this is Zach Hicks coming to you live from the sanctuary of Cherry Creek Presbyterian Church. Right now, I am standing on the chancel, and I'm going to give you kind of the big bird's eye sweep of our kind of semicircular sanctuary. There's the center aisle, and as you can see, there's the big section of seating. Over there's the choir loft and the organ. And this sanctuary seats about 950 to 1,000 folks to 1,400, something like that. It's pretty big, so you can do the math and see how big these sections are. But basically what I'm envisioning is when I'm tracking the choir, for instance, I'm going to track them in those two center aisles. Basically, right where I'm standing here is where I'm thinking of tracking the drums, or at least placing all the drums. And so my question is, where do I place the ambient mic out from there? So there's a picture of the chancel. The drums will be on there, and we'll take off all those decos and stuff like that. But that's basically where those will be. And so as I walk out into the sanctuary, I am wondering, how far am I going to put these mics out here? Where do I go? In what section? That's section A, that's B, then there's a center aisle, and then there's section C and section D. And I mean, we can walk all the way back. You can see this carpet's pretty thin, and there's brick all over the place, so it's a very reverberant room, and it's very loud. There will probably be, with drums being as percussive as they are without any drum shield, there'll be all kinds of bounce back and slap back. So I don't know. But I'm just trying to figure out, as we look at the sanctuary, now I'm against the back wall, looking all the way across the sanctuary. So notice too that the ceiling slopes up pretty dramatically from the back of the sanctuary to the front. And so it creates a pretty huge chasm there. But yeah, my big questions are about tracking drums and therefore where to place the mics back here. So I'm just trying to give you the best idea. You can see how difficult our acoustic environment is because if you look up top there, that's where our mains are, and they're just way too high. So yeah, I mean, I've got high ceilings, so my question is not only where do I put the mic, but how high do I raise those mic stands, and which way do I point them? Do I want to point them directly towards the drums? Do I want them to be pointing toward, side walls or even back walls or just anything? Do I want to experiment with up to 4 ambient mics in here? 2 more things. I don't know how helpful this will be, but I'm going to actually just place my computer on the communion table and stand back and just talk louder so you can hear maybe how the room sounds. I mean, it's horrible miking and all that stuff, but so it's a big room. It's got a lot of sound to it, and I think with even 50 people in here, it'll create a nice choral sound in here. My other option for the choir is not to put them in the center aisles right in the center of the room here, but to actually put them in the choir loft over here. So think about that option too and see if you like that better. And also think with me through this. I don't like to move the grand because it makes it go out of tune. So I probably will mic it from right here, which is on the side. But if I wanted to get some of the room of the grand, again, this is at one end of the room, so you've got the whole other side of the sanctuary we're looking at from the grand. Where do I want to place 2 or 4 ambient mics for the grand piano when I mic it? Do I want to place it in that section towards the middle there, section B? Do I want to place it right here in section A? What do I want to do? So again, I've got choir loft and our existing choir mic, the SAS MK2 up there. do I want to utilize those? I mean, those are used for our live stuff, but yeah, the choir loft seats approximately 60 people, so this would actually be the size, the amount of voices I have. And if I ended up tracking the choir from here, would I throw mics out here, and just like the piano question, in what section? Section A, section B, even section C? I mean, do I want that far of a reverb going on? Do I want to throw a couple mics right up close to the choir? I mean, literally right where I'm standing right here towards the edge of this platform there. Just one mic right there and then one over there next to the organ console. Yes, as you can see, I'm fraught with lots of concerned questions for my nerdy mixer.